just let out the most beautiful call. I hope to get it again. Okay, I am in my driveway heading out to Algonquin East Gate today. Spend a few days out in the wilderness canoeing and hiking, meeting people and animals. I have a nice day at Bellwood I'm looking forward to for one night, and then I'm going to be heading over to the West Gate and staying at Wolf Den Hostel. I like the way they will have a common room where we can meet and talk and get to know each other, so hopefully I will not break my leg or, well, you know, whatever. So my first stop is going to be Eastgate. You have to have a permit to get in, so I'm going to get the permit so that I can enter the park flawlessly. And okay, heading down South Baptist Road now. Just passed a bike, a little bit of construction, on my way to the east entrance Algonquin. Look at the scenery here. Fabulous. I'm so excited. So far on track. So 503 to 118 and 648, then on to 5 South Baptist. You can also take, of course, 10 Elephant Road, but this was my choice. And, oh, yes, good. South Baptist Lake. That was actually Diamond Lake that we just passed. It's Diamond Lake. You can see some of the woods here. Absolutely outstanding. Pushing up to Clark Road. We've been through the little town of Harcourt, Wilberforce, and this is Hastings Highlands now that we're entering. Wow. Oh, wow. Whoa. There's a beautiful lake right out there. As we're curving around slowly. No traffic this morning. So, yeah, don't do this. I've got my Google Driver here, Auto Drive. I'm on Google Drive Auto, so I'm able to take these pictures. Autopilot for driving when you are actually wanting to take a few photos of the road. So I'm just giving you some quick pics as we're curving up. Good thing I have Auto Driver there. It's pre-Cambrian rock, most likely. Really, really beautiful. On 127 north now, riding along the Madawasaga. We're going to go past St. Peter's Lake and up to into Whitby and the East Gate, of course. So it's a winding road. It's not a lot of traffic right now, so it's a lovely drive all the way through. District of Nipissing, and we're in the South Algonquin area here. See on this side of the lake, McCoy Lake, as we're traveling through on this beautiful morning. Saw a little porcupine, hoping not to see any roadkill because that's disturbing. There you go, you can see that. Good to have a bit of a robotic car here testing out. Didn't hit the quail, excellent. Going on to 60 now west and heading for Opeongo Store Outfitters because they're gonna have everything they need to go up onto Opeongo Lake, sorry, on the East Gate. Here we are in Whitney, just entering the town, still on 60, and looks like there's a little diner, pizzeria on First Sight, Highway 60, and I'm heading still up this way. A bit of construction, so we're gonna have a little trouble getting around that. There's Madawaska. It looks like a nice little gift shop over here. So there's your first views of the town of Whitney, which is one of the closest points to the Algonquin East Gate. Do that tonight when I get back. Right, stopped in here to pick up my canoe equipment. Met a really nice gentleman and his assistant, and I'm going to get a small canoe to go out into Gale Area. The wind currents up on Opiongo Lake are a little bit strong, he was mentioning today, and could drift me back. So he recommended to go on to Gale Area, which is quite a lot of exploration there too, so fine. Also, now I have a map for the trails, so maybe early morning tomorrow I can go up into the East Gate and explore a little bit there, and sounds good. I'm really excited about going. I took Erie Road down to the launch here, and I have my canoe and the little fella there coming to enjoy the big space. Hi! And I'm going out here onto Gale Area, and my canoe is right here. Here it goes. There's my little canoe. I'm gonna go exploring. Perfect! Nice little size for me. That's fine. And here's all my equipment, which I hope to be able to fit in my canoe. So, and I'm trying to figure out how to actually rig up this camera onto the canoe, which might be difficult because on the kayak... Hi! How are you? Hi, Dad.
Hello.
Nice day to be out, isn't it?
Yes.
Beautiful. Nice way to spend time with the family. And there's my map. Algonquin map right there. And I have my paddles, which I picked up, and they... very easy directions they gave me, and I'm all set. So just gonna landmark this spot, of course, because this is a rather big lake, and so that I can get back and have the canoe for the whole day at a very reasonable price. So what a great way to explore. Got my suntan lotion on and my hat, and I'm actually have my swimming gear on underneath, because if it gets too hot I'm gonna bail out of the boat, hopefully not tipping it, but finding a place on the shore. And actually, because it's small, if I did tip it, it'd be easy to get it back up. It'd be easy to right it, so that's not really a problem. Oh, good. And here's a bird's eye view of the lake that I'm going to be casting off into for today in the lovely town of Whitney. Gallery. Tell you more about it. Okay, I'm just waterbound now and making the adjustments. Oh, whoa. There we go. There you can see. Right. Okay, off we go. You can see there's a few people out there today enjoying the beautiful lake, out with kids. Oh, they're moving around pretty much in sync, aren't they? That's cool. And then there's a few others. Looks like they came together in a group. That's a great way to travel. That's the way to travel. Transport along lakeways, and it's thanks to the original cedar strip, which was of course created by the native people way back, and we've never lost our love for that sleek model, that canoe race car that moves across water with large groups of people. A good way to actually build relationships as well, because you're in a small space in a transport and you need to have some movement going with that. So getting in sync is interesting, always with a canoe. Hope you enjoyed that. I did. That's stuck in. It actually didn't go in the drink, and now I am bracing the tripod with my legs. Okay, that was so very peaceful, and then plonk. Oh, dragonflies. Did you see those? That was kind of funny. Yeah. I'm sorry, I took you for a spill there. Do you want to look up a little higher? No? I'm going to pull you up a little bit higher now. Right there. This thing is a little wonky. Right. Height. It's either too high or too low. There. Let's look there for a while now. Okay. Off for right. Practicing my J stroke, of course, which is a pull back, front to back, and then a slight push out, reverse J, to turn the boat, to turn the bow. Also, I just found, because this seat is actually closer to the middle in this canoe, usually the seat is right at the back, because you have a two-person, and then there's another seat in the front. So the way in which you navigate, the J stroke is a little less effective because I'm more to the center of the boat than I am at the back. So what I do now is a really good move where you do two powerful strokes on one side, one slide fix on the other side, and you can do that fairly rapidly. And then sometimes, if you're not pushing too hard on the one, you can do a 3-stroke. So 1, 2, 3, then flip to the other side, 1, 2, 3, flip to the other side, and you get the rhythm of it, and it becomes a way of moving the boat along a little bit faster. For the slower movement, it's the J stroke and just staying on the one side. So just experimenting with this single canoe a little bit to see how she works, or how he works, or how the boat works. So that's interesting for me, and I hope for you. Again, it's because the seat is moved more to the center, so the J stroke is not as effective as it would be, obviously, if you're sitting right at this stern at the stern of the boat. And here I've got to be the man power and the person power, and do the steering. So figuring out a good system so that I can move it along on this beautiful lake on this great day is always a lot of fun. Nice to be in such a big space. And that's where we came from, back that way. And I have landmarked it. Okay, I made a right, heading out into the next space. Landmarking, I have to go left rock that's coming out there. And the clue will be there's a large farm right behind me that you can't see. And that's the place where I will turn left. I do have food with me, provisions, of course, and I have water. So, yeah, mess with the wilderness. And this is not really very wild and crazy. So this is a very safe place to be and comfortable. There's others that are a little more dangerous, and you might need to have someone with you, but I'm on my own, and which is fine. So I'm not really getting very, very risky. I am enjoying though, and there is a sense of fun and adventure here. Sure enough. Hope you're enjoying too. You should paddle a little smoother. So here's the 1, 2. 1, 2, flip side. 1, 2, up, over. 1, 2, up, slide. The hand goes up, the other one goes down. 2, in one smooth motion. One hand goes up, the other goes down. 2, in one smooth motion. And you really can get kind of a rhythm to it. It's sort of like baton twirling, except with a paddle. And there's only one real twirl, and that's the crossover between the sides. So I'm showing you that a little bit. I hope I don't blah 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 too much over the bird sound. Just be quiet now. Listen to the wind. Gotta save some battery space. Wow. The automation factor on these new age cameras is fantastic, which allows me to multitask to a higher degree and with greater success. So I can paddle a canoe, hold the tripod, enjoy the scenery, listen to the bird song, feel the draft and the water once in a while dripping over my skin, cooling, refreshing, all because my camera setting is on the mountain, which is an auto setting, and I've got everything on auto, including the dots per minute per inch, the DPI, which is probably well over 300, and this allows me to do more and engage away from my technical side, because I've been on the computer for a long time until I came out here. So I was doing some work for publishing, which may not happen, which is, anyway, long story. I don't want to talk about it right here because we're enjoying something bigger right now. And that's a bit of a sub story in its own. Yeah, so here I am using technology, hopefully to my advantage, not as an invasion or a means for building greater technology, but as a means for engaging with my environments, like this one. You're on Gale Air in the town of Whitney. Warning, there is nothing virtual or simulated about this landscape. Warning, warning. Thankfully. Wait, I'm just going to go to the dashboard. Yes, and I'm going to upload my file. Thirsty. Coming in for a landing. Try and get this coming in on the side. If you work with the current, it's going to put us right onto that spot there. Nice and flat for our land. Going on land now. Careful not to scratch the boat. No heavy winds today, so it's just a light ebbing over. Perfect. There you go. See? Let's change this. Perfect docking. There you go. Let's go have a snack and see what we can see from this direction. N'est-ce pas?
I do a little rock for you. Way rocking and rolling. Woohoo! Rocking. This looks like a good spot for a swim. Yes, indeed it does. Ooh. That's going to be enjoyable. So I did have a long sit in the car on the way here. It's actually only just over an hour from where the cottage is. Blueberry bushes. Wow, blueberries are the best. Go on shore. Okay, I'm gonna head down there for a swim. There's also another spot over there. Keep my shirt on because it keeps it cool. And yeah, I'm over. Here come some fellows, as in humans, sharing this gorgeous lake space. Hello! Nice. Whoa. Gotcha. Don't worry. Okay, the sound of the waves on the boat. Also putting on gallons and gallons of my suntan lotion, because I've been in swimming a couple of times now, and even though this is waterproof and sun protection factor 30 sport model, I still keep putting more on, not obsessively, but just because it does wash off a little bit, and the UV rays are really strong, although they're great for filtering water. I guess we all know that. Best and cleanest system there is. So just putting on a little more of my lotion, and then I can set it out again. Okay, so just practicing my paddling, honing my skills, because I actually haven't been in a canoe for a while. It's getting pretty good now. Now I've discovered that when I do the full strokes, of course I remember from my old days when I was a kid paddling, lean forward, pull back if you want to get speed, and then if I release this particular paddle right to the end and situate it near the stern, I actually can turn. I just wasn't pulling it back enough, and my arms are short, so I had to let go of the paddle a little bit further to the back, and then the turns are a little bit more successful. But still, I like the helicopter pattern of 1, 2, 3 on one side, 1, 2, 3 on the other, with a quick transition in the middle, or 2, 2, because that you get a lot more speed that way. But either method works. And of course, when you're in a canoe for a long period of time, you got to find something to do. I mean, no, it's beautiful. But I just like also the technical behind the canoe. Because yes, I am a bit of a technical being in a technical world. Maybe not as high level as some. Well, I don't know. Sometimes. Anyway, so there is a lot of technical involved. Since we're in the technical revolution, a lot of mechanics and physics involved in paddling a canoe. So you can play with that, and that makes it just another level of interest for you. And I brought that piece of driftwood. You see it in the front of the boat right there. I couldn't resist. I brought this one little piece of driftwood. So having a great day out here. The wind picked up a bit, and that made for some more interest, levels of interest, because you had to push a little bit harder on the paddle. And it was great. But you're never completely alone out here. So that, for me, is nice. I've bumped into a few boats. Sorry, I'm trying to lift up the camera again. There we go. So that, for me, makes me feel like I'm not so completely alone, which nobody likes being alone. We like alone moments, but nobody likes feeling completely alone. I don't think they do. So anyway, that's my theory. Here we go. I'm just going to check the time. Had my little snack and see how I'm doing. I'm due at the Dreamcatcher or Bellwood Hotel, same thing, around 4 o'clock. And I was hoping to hit some of the trails up in Algonquin. Oh, it's 11:21. Probably have to go back for some lunch. I did bring another landing spot. I'm going to bring up my picnic stuff this time. This actually also happens to be a campsite spot where there is no one. Few deer flies and horse flies out today, so I'm going to put some bug spray on. Hopefully that's going to alleviate that a little bit. But of course, as soon as you get into the trees a little bit and out of the wind, oh, sorry, just blowing one off my finger, that's where you're going to encounter those lovelies.
That might be the lost island of Anatopakea.
Here I am on land. This beautiful big rock I scored. Woo! Isn't that lovely? And I'm going to just have a little lunch here because it's about 11:45. Perfect day for this. Did you know, I don't want to be an ad, but you can rent this campsite spot. You can actually be here. Isn't that cool? Remember to be respectful of nature. Always don't leave your garbage behind. Do I need to say all that? You know. You know. You know. Wow. Deer flies have kind of left for a while now. As the breezes come up, I'm not sure how much the bug spray really assisted that. I think it's actually more the breeze now. Again, it's nice to get out and walk on the land a bit, go from lake to land. There's many places to set in at. And this is a more treed space, so it's a little bit cooler to be here. Nice. Want to walk to the other end? Sure. Give you a bit of that. Look at the pine cones. Look at that carpeting. Isn't that nice? Yeah, it's not hurting my feet at all. There's some interesting structures. Very interesting structures from driftwood. A fire pit. Cool. And look at that. They have actually a garbage can. That's a great idea. Right here, so there's no need to pollute. And it looks like a little life preserver too, maybe? What is that? Huh. That's interesting. Have a look at that. Ah! Oh! It's good to speak the language of the birds once in a while. Just be careful. If you break glass, please do not bring glass to campsite. Oh, look, there's some reading material. Never far from a little reading material. That's really good. So, let's have a flip through. And here we have the lady's slipper. And a bit of an education while we're eating here. Common dandelion. Whoa. Canada lily. We see those all over in the wild, for sure. Oh yes, these are wild sarsaparillas. Sorry, daisy, very common. Striped wintergreen. And there's Ontario trillium. Oh, it's Canadian Canada violet. I'm sorry. I thought that was going to be a trillium. Yeah, forget-me-nots. You see those all in the fields. Wild lupin. Pickleweed. Purple. Blue flag or iris. It's a small iris. Wild iris or blue flag. Rocky Mountain bee plant. Red clover. It's a quick education for you. Just flipping through. Can you read it? Give you a little reading. Flipping through. Flipping through. Good. There we go. And we saw the blueberries already. We know the parts of the flower, needless to say. Quin-tess-ial rose or wild rose. You see that all the time in the woods in Haliburton and this area. You see them everywhere. They're beautiful. So this is familiar, the New England aster. I've seen those in a lot of fields. Of course, everyone knows the thistle. So kind of something you might find in the ever famous root runner, which is the strawberry. Doesn't really require a seed. And then it looks like some burrs there, the great burdock, as they are called. They're kind of a hitchhiker, yeah. Snapdragons, or butter and eggs is another name people have given them. So that's a little bit interesting. Anyway, a great parking spot. I just walk out on my little deck log. I just get right in there. Isn't that nice? And I brought my skipping rope. You never know. It's the only rope I could find at my house. You never know when you might need a rope. Good idea. So here we go. Back out onto the water. Like that. Beautiful day. Perfect for this. Lucky me. Had a little bit of a snack. Another snack. Eating frequently and small. This time it was an apple. Oh, blue heron. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Way to go. Right over the bow. Oh, I'm so lucky. Okay, heading back a little bit. Heading back. Give you a little thrill there. Whee! Whee! Wind picked up a bit, and we're gonna go back and under the bridge this time. See what we can see there. Oh, is this a huge, expansive area? I bet it is. You bet it is. Whee! 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 Well, if I didn't have my electronics, I could actually jump out of the boat and go for a swim and come back in. Because it's pretty calm, this lake. That would have been fun. But I really am afraid of losing my gear, which would not be good. What? Ooh. You're on a bit of a tilt there. Hold on. No need to adjust your seating. Yes, it is the camera. And I'm taking you on a bit of a reverse jet here. Mud battles clean and bright, flashing with silver. Follow the wild goose flight, dip dip and swing. Remember that one? Yeah. Campfire songs. Remember those? You don't even need to worry about a thing out here. Well, if you have birds. Oh, better secure my legs around. Okay, there. Got you bolted down with my knees now. Sorry about that. Forgot to put the knee clips on. Alright. Going off for a while now. Gotta save some footage for when we're inside the park. Okay, landmarking was a great facilitator for finding my way back. So this is the point, and behind me is the farm, and there's the bridge. Right.
Looking at the reflections.
So here I am at the dock, and I just found this wonderful little family enjoying the lake space. There's Dad. Oh, dear fly. And there's Mom. And Grandma's here too. We were having a nice conversation together. Here they go.
Go, Will.
Okay, ready?
Okay, go.
Here they go.
Go.
One at a time.
And to the left.
Yay! Whoop. Woo! Oh, you want to be a kid again? I want to be a kid again. Whee! Look at her go. That is so much fun. Wow, great. Okay. Ooh. All right, I'm going to let them have a piece now. I just want to get this over. Okay, here I am at the Dream Catcher. This is the Bellwood Dune section where there's a bed and breakfast. This is lovely. I'm really excited. This looks very cozy, lots of character. Really happy to be here. There's some snowshoes. I'll have a look around. And this is the spot I'm going to sit at night with my book, or maybe with my sketch pad. Nice spot there. I had my wonderful canoe out on the lake. And now I've just came in and got changed and ready to go on to next adventure. So, look at this. This has character. I really like this place. Really nice. The owners are really nice. The girl gave one of the girls that works here. She has actually 3 jobs for the summer, and she rides a horse as well. Very talented young lady. She let me ride her electric bicycle, and I just thought, oh, I'd love to have one. It was a Schwinn. Oh, strike that brand name, sorry, but it was a great electric bicycle, and you actually keep it powered by pedaling, as well as a plug-in charge for it. So I thought that was really interesting, and it has a little kick to it, which is really fun. Little throttle. Not like a motorcycle, but it has a little kick to it. I really liked it, and she uses it for getting to work on her own. So what a good idea. It's a great idea. A lot of independence there, and she seemed like a very responsible young lady. So obviously she's working 3 jobs, so she's very responsible, and she got her work done really quickly. So it was a pleasure meeting her, and the rest of the staff too. I'm really, really thrilled to be here. Really nice spot. Oh, I'm so happy. I found a really interesting garden here right now. Tomatoes growing in the canoe. That's clever. I like that. I'm just gonna stop here at a fish and chip store that's next to the Okanogo Outfitters and have a, I don't want to film too, hi, how are you? Good, you don't mind if you're in my film? Okay, thank you. I just came up from the lake there, had a nice paddle, and I thought I'd get a hamburger. You work up an appetite. I did have also a few tomatoes as well, and some nuts and things. It looks, that's what I heard, that they have good food. So I thought I would give it a try. Nice. Alright, lunchtime here at Meat Cellar. Look at that. This is incredible. This is called the Captain Planet. It's an organic salad bowl. And here it is. You can have a gander.
Discussion on our travels.
Okay, here I am at Algonquin. I have my permit for the day. Some kind person was finished for the day, so they gave me theirs, and then I'll buy one tomorrow because I was only coming in for a couple of hours. Met a wonderful group from Germany. They had just come in from Ottawa, and we shared the map to talk. I'm heading into the permit office. It was Sarah, Jessica, sorry, the names are coming to me, and the gentleman, I can't remember his name, which is very helpful for finding your way in such a huge place. Right, now we're on 60 West, right in the heart of the Algonquin Park. I stopped in at the visitor center. We're all looking at maps and discussing what our plan is, because there's a lot of space out here. Met another family from Germany, and the young boy said he was looking forward to seeing some moose and also some fox. Girl seemed a little bit tired. She'd had a long day getting here, so she was just chillaxing a bit. And they were also in the Mattawasaga area as a place to explore. They had 2 days, so it's like they were about to have a lot of fun. I'm heading back to the Algonquin Museum because my lookout trail is there, and of course I have my driverless car. 4 o'clock in the afternoon. No, actually it's 5 o'clock, and I'm looking forward to a brewer. Here it is, Brewer Lake. Okay, that wasn't funny. But this is Brewer Lake, and I have a pullover spot, so you can actually have a good look. It's beautiful. Look at that.
Just enough time left in the evening to hike a trail.
Lookout trail. Because I think this might be it. Except it says trail starts in visitor reception building. Wrong way. This way. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Sorry. 1800s. This is the Cambo Shanty. It would be a winter home for 52 white pine loggers. They leave before dawn, and they spent their days hurling down mighty pine trees in the snowy woods. And return after dark. Oh, that's gotta be tiring work. Notice there's no windows, no place to wash them, slept in their clothes. The cedar scoop roof kept out the snow and rain, the roaring fire that always burned in the central fireplace kept the caboose warm, well ventilated. So there you go, that's a little pioneer living. Oh, could you imagine living with all those stinky men? I mean, because they can't bathe, not because they're men. Of course, you know what I mean? Oh! Wow. I would not like to be in a caboose logging. That would be really, really tough work. They must be exhausted at the end of the day. Imagine that life. Imagine heading out there into the bush with the bugs and those huge big timbers, having to saw them. They only probably had a saw or an axe. Wow, this would be a nice place. Kind of reminds me of how I felt when I was in Nepal, except it was the hard labor was the walking up the side of Annapurna, but it was actually fun. It was pretty fun. I think slogging it every day with the timber would be pretty grueling work. I wonder what they need a lot of protein, like the dalbat that you find when climbing heights like that. And here's the beds. Stack up. Reminds me of some of the old ships that people brought over on. Not very decorative quarters. I could use a little interior design here, but this was their lot. 1800s. This is what they would know. Wow, it's interesting to step back, isn't it? See something else. The good news is they would also be out here. Wow, dovetail cuts on this. Alright, I guess I better go on loop trail. Great, get a hike in today too. Hooray! Walk the timber. Which is nothing like a pirate ship kind of thing. Look at the cuts on the side. Coming to an end point here.